Hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm supposed to be able to use this second. It's like a third-party app, and it's supposed to show me if there are people here, if there are comments or anything. But I really struggled to find out where that's happening or if it's even happening. It shows I'm live though, so let me check in on YouTube and see if, if I'm actually live here. If you are here, feel free to leave a comment. I'll see if it pops up. Go ahead and say who you are and where you're tuning in from. Ooh, Jen, I see. Okay, you are popping up on this third-party app, so this is very exciting. I feel really weird when I'm doing that because, like, my hands are over here on my computer, which you can't see, and it makes me feel like it's all kind of funny. Okay, good. So comments are popping up there, so I'm actually not even going to bother with YouTube because that tells me that it's working, so yay! So I just wanted to say, hey, hello, and happy almost Halloween. I just can't believe that it's already Halloween. I don't know where this month went. October flew by. I think I feel a little overwhelmed actually about the fact that it's gone by so quickly because that I had so much to do, so many plans for October, and I feel like where'd it go? The month is gone. And I know that November and December are going to be very similar. Do you feel that way too? Like, when it comes to this time of year, I just feel like everything goes so quickly, and I just feel like I'm playing catch up all the time, especially just with all of the holidays and events and family stuff. And then it's also the time of year that I have like a checklist for things that I want to do. Like I want to go to the pumpkin patch, or I want to go see Christmas lights, or I want to do like a million different things that even in my free time, it's like I'm ticking off a list of things. And so it doesn't feel that relaxing, and yet it re-energizes me more than like summer, for example. Summer makes me feel like I hate everything. I'm one of those people, the very rare, I think, to come by, but people who really, really hate summer. I hate warm weather. I feel like it makes me the worst version of myself, but I really appreciate when I run into other people who feel the same way, because yeah, I'm one of the weirdos who really loves wintertime. So I'm looking forward to everything that will be happening in the next couple of months. Very, very excited about embracing that and just enjoying it. And also excited for the themed stickers that will be coming up. Which brings me to our next point today. So, if you are on Patreon, you would have seen that I posted a poll. Well, I guess if you're in the Blossom Bunch tier or above, you would have seen that I posted polls. These tiers get to help me decide whether I'm basically what themes I'm going to use and what color palettes I use. So, first off, thank you to those of you on Patreon who have participated in the voting and helped make these sticker sets possible. And now I'm going to go ahead and reveal what we went with. Excuse me. So for November, even though not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving, there is definitely a Thanksgiving aspect to this. There were two popular themes, and so I've tried to combine them both, but the two themes were Farmhouse Foliage and Thanksgiving Feasts and Treats. So I've tried to combine these and really just sort of make it, I think, appropriate for both of these things. So even if you aren't a person who celebrates Thanksgiving, or sorry, if you're from Canada and you celebrate in October, I'm apologetic about that. But yeah, if you don't want to use the Thanksgiving stickers, there are still other options here. And it's like a slightly less fun time, in my opinion, as far as like designs. And so it's much more of like an aesthetic, but we'll get to that in a second. So hi Heather. Ooh, do I have any freebies? I did have a set that I released. Oh my gosh, was it, what month was before October? September. Oh my goodness. September, I released a sticker set. If you join my Patreon, and there should be a link in the description, you don't have to pay. You can do one of the free tiers. The free tier should give you access to my free September sticker set. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Thank you, Heather. Happy to have you here. But yeah, feel free, check out the free tier and check out those stickers. I don't have currently like a sticker set available for free on my website, but you can access the September set and just kind of play around with those. They're really cute. They're like sunflower themed, and they would be really appropriate for November as well. So it might be the perfect time to try those out. If you have any issues, feel free to send me a message either on one of the comments in my videos, or if you can message me on the free, part of Patreon, or you can find me on, oh no, they can't find the freebie section. If, without going into it too much in this video, just because I don't really have the space or time to do that specifically right now, but if you can go into, like, there should be a membership tab, and there should be a free option. So it's not actually like a freebie section, but there should be like a free tier option where you just kind of sign up with your email. You don't have to pay or anything. And then if you just scroll back through like the free posts, there should be one in September that has the free sticker set. So hopefully you can find that there. If not, you can chat with me after. We can either message on Instagram. If you have Instagram, I'm at terrible_art, just like you see up here. Or we can chat in one of the comment sections of another video. We'll find a way to communicate so I can help you get access to those sticker sets. It should work that way though, hopefully. Let me know if it doesn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and reveal finally what the sticker sets look like. So here is, oh my gosh, the color on camera looks nothing like it does for me, unfortunately. This looks super, like, I don't know. It's got too much green in it, I think. So if this is showing up more Christmassy, this feels a little Christmassy to me. It doesn't look like that in real life. I don't know why the color has changed quite a bit, but it's definitely much more like fall foliage. And I don't know, I've been driving around a lot lately, and it's just my favorite. I live in a part of the world that has beautiful autumns. It's just magical in my opinion. And these colors are very much that. I just feel like through the camera, it's not really doing them justice. So I'm not sure what it looks like on your guys' ends, but I promise they're a little dustier, I guess, than they may be appearing. So this is the color palette that I went with for the very first color palette. So this is for the Daisy Divas and for any of the other levels of my Patreon, any of the other paid memberships. Everyone will get this one. And the stickers are all the same. So I want to make this clear as well, because I feel like I try to make this clear in most of my videos, but I did have somebody recently leave me some feedback that they didn't realize that the sticker sets were so repetitive. And so what I just want to clarify here is that yes, they are repetitive to a degree, right? The first 2 pages are generally the same, and that's because I personally really like a very matching aesthetic, and so I like to have all of my functional stickers also match my cute stickers for the month. So the functional stickers repeat every single month so that you have the ability to use these, everywhere within your planner and not just for the cutesy stuff. But I do change a few things. Usually the washi tapes get a little bit of an adjustment, but the 3rd page is generally where the big changes come into play. So I just wanted to clarify that. I want to make that clear. I don't want anyone to join my Patreon thinking something different and think they're paying for something else and then be disappointed. So hopefully that's clear. But let's see. Here we have these like checked, like a buffalo checked washi tape. I've done these in the past. I really love them. I think they're cute, but I think that they are just perfect for this time of year, and especially for like farmhouse foliage. I just feel like, yeah, you can't go wrong with a little checked pattern. And then we've got these pumpkins I decided to keep. I feel like it makes sense. Just wasn't worth it to change those. They'll definitely be different in December though, of course. Everything else on this page is the same. And then here is our themed page. So I really leaned into the foliage aspect. And also I have a new favorite pattern, and I'll probably incorporate this into more in the future. But I learned how to create a houndstooth pattern. Look at this. Isn't it just so stunning? I love this so much. I hope that you guys enjoy this too. I think it's really, really beautiful. And I think when I think of like farmhouse this time of year, I feel like it's very cozy. And so I wanted to include a lot of like fabric patterns sort of that you could use just to give this very like cozy feel to your planner instead. So it's a little bit different than what I typically do, but I don't know, I just felt like if we're going for farmhouse, this is what spoke to me. And so yeah, there's like a plaid option here as well. And I made these as squares because I thought you could sort of like, you could crop them and use them as washi tapes. You could use them as backgrounds. You could just kind of like, I don't know, crop them into shapes and use them however you wanted to in your planner. Of course, you can't have farmhouse without like a truck. So we have this truck, and I thought you could put like pumpkins or just random things in there. Thought it would be really cute just to play around with. I think some of my favorite are probably these beautiful leaves. And if I knew more about plants, I would tell you what they are, but I actually had just taken a picture of them when I was out on a walk. And they were just so beautiful. I really, really love them. And so I just drew them up. And yeah, there they are. I could like make a whole pattern of this. I think these are just stunning. And then we've got these cute flowers and some more leaves. A little bit of wheat here. And then this is kind of inspired by last month's, but it's a bit of a like a chalkboard. Thought it would be a good place to put some cute quotes or something throughout the month. And we have these sort of just like this leafy foliage that you can kind of like place together and just make it look really cute. And then we've got a couple more like branches, some acorns, some very like organic shaped leaves. These are actually ones that I also like found in nature, and instead of me just sort of drawing from my own memory or drawing from cute little doodles and things that I've like done up in the past, I wanted to draw from real life and give them a little bit more of like a real look to it, a very realistic look. And so that's what these ones are. And I also have this cute little cup of tea. And I think these are actually some of my favorites. So I didn't want the pumpkins to be so redundant because we had pumpkins, of course, in October a little bit. We had pumpkins in September, definitely. But I didn't want it to feel like so incredibly, I don't know, like I was doing the same thing. And you know what I started to think about is those decorations that people have in their homes that are like, they're like cloth pumpkins basically, or stuffed pumpkins that have been made with really cute fabrics. And that was sort of the inspiration for these. So these four have the houndstooth pattern. And these four have like the buffalo checked pattern. I also have these, I don't know, these are kind of silly, but this is the Thanksgiving feasts and treats section. So there's like a pie and a turkey and these four other pies, which are not necessarily the colors of pies. I feel like you can definitely get like pumpkin pie from this, but I don't know, especially this green one. I was just trying to use the color palette the best that I could to make do with what I had. So it varies a little bit from palette to palette, but I thought this would be really cute to use. And you could even make like a fun banner or something and put letters inside of it. I don't know. We'll see what happens during the Plan With Me's, but I thought those were really cute. And then also I did some lettering. So I, hand drew all these on my iPad and then converted them to vectors. That's why everything here that you see actually has a textured pattern, or just a texture to it, I guess. I used some of my favorite brushes to create textures in Procreate and then vectorize these, where normally I create almost completely in Affinity Designer, which is a vector-based program. But I wanted to play around with something a little different. I wanted to do something different. So that's where the textures here come into play. And so you can really see it, like, especially on the lettering. I like it. You guys will have to let me know what you think. They're not actually white spots. So Jen, what you're seeing is the texture. So I'll zoom in again. If I, let's say I take one of these and if I move it over this, you'll see that the white actually turns green because what you're seeing is like holes because of the texture. Does that make sense? It's silly for me to wait for a reply, isn't it? But yeah, these are actually just textures. So that's why those spots are there. I've never really done something this textured. So I am totally open to feedback and seeing what you guys think. But yeah, you'll have to let me know once you start using them. I personally, I like the texture, but it is different than what my normal style is. I'm trying to figure out how I can kind of blend my raster style with my vector style. So just playing around. Artwork is different in different programs. And so just kind of seeing what everyone else feels too. So that pretty much covers what the stickers are, what I've created. And all of these are just, you can basically move these around. You can create little sayings and phrases or whatever you want. There's a ton of little options here for you to just kind of like, you could do be thankful or, obviously give thanks is already here, but you could say like eat, drink, and be cozy, whatever it is that you want to put together. So I thought these would just be fun for everyone to play around with and customize their planner. But that covers everything that is, I would say, like a part of the sticker set. And this is the first color palette. And then the next color palette is quite a bit different. And I really, really love this one. Again, I think it shows up better in real life than it does on camera. It really washes out this. It makes it look a lot more white on camera, but it's a lot more like warm and beigey. I think when you see these, you're really going to like these. This is probably my favorite. I think it definitely is, actually. So this one's a totally different feel, obviously, but I think it gives cozy autumn vibes. So I don't know. Personally, I really like this one. You like having the month in packs. Do you mean like the having a sticker, like one sticker bundle for all three, Jen? Is that what you're saying? Or am I misinterpreting that? You'll have to let me know. But yeah, so I really like this color palette. I think it's really beautiful. And yes, the one thing that's different here is because of the like light color here, it would look really funny with the really light pumpkin. So I actually put, oh, I see what you mean. So I put the purple here. Jen was saying that she liked having the month in the packs. By that, she's referring to having the name. So like here where it says November, right? You can put this into your planner and yeah, you can use that instead of using other texts or writing it yourself. So yeah, I think it's nice too. It's probably something I'll do a font or have like a sticker like this. I'll try to keep that in mind going forward. Thank you for your feedback, Jen. All right, so then the third page, just so you can see what the theme page looks like here. It's all the same stickers, of course. I actually think I like the pies a little bit more in this color palette. They're still kind of funky because like, what is a purple pie? But if you can use your imagination, maybe it's like a pecan pie or something that would otherwise be brown. So yeah, I don't know. This is fun. I think it's cute. I just really like this color palette a lot. It's warm, it's cozy, it's like still bright, but it's got this like mustard yellow. I don't know. We'll see at the end of the month what everyone else's favorites are, but I personally am a huge fan of this color palette. Okay, and then this is our last color palette, the last reveal for the month. And again, the color is a little bit off. Like this is showing up super red, but it's a lot more coppery. So hopefully, again, I don't know, maybe it's just my camera or maybe you know what? My computer might be on night mode, which might be why my colors look different. Maybe they look totally normal to you guys. I have no idea. But I think these are also really pretty. This is very coppery, very brown. So if it's showing up red to you on camera, it's not red, I promise. It's very pretty though. I like this a lot. And yeah, let's see. We can take a look at all of the rest here. So it's kind of got like a peach, a copper, a navy, and another, it's sort of like a warm gray or grayish, I think is what they're calling it now. It's like a new color, like a gray beige, but it leans more to the gray side and less to the beige. You know, beige is a little more warm, where gray is a little cooler. So I would say this is a little bit cooler. That helps to complement the blue that's in here. But this is what the theme page looks like. This one's a lot of fun. You guys will definitely have to let me know how you feel about the textures, but basically everything has texture except for the patterns. So even these have textures. This is all textured. Everything is textured except for basically the washi tapes and these patterns here. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting feedback. Ooh, Jen, this color palette is your favorite? Okay, I'm glad. I like when everyone's got different opinions. It's a lot of fun too. Sometimes I'll like put polls on Patreon, and then occasionally just to see what people say, I'll like do it on my Instagram. My Instagram is a different audience than my YouTube and Patreon audience. And so it's always just kind of fun to see how everyone's opinions differ. My favorite is definitely the second one, but this one is really beautiful too. And the first one is just so traditional. So yeah, I don't know. I hope that you guys enjoy these all together, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys create. I don't have a whole lot to talk about otherwise. My newsletter will be coming out late tomorrow night or early the morning of the 1st. And if you are on my Patreon, then you get access to freebies. So I do like occasional coloring pages or occasional printable art. If you're on anything other than the Daisy Divas, you get voting rights, which is a lot of fun. You can participate in helping me decide things. And let's see what else. It used to be that you could get access to certain videos like this that were full length, but we are currently in the process of changing that. And yeah, I'm just talking with my people in my tiers and figuring out how we can make, I guess, offer more to the higher tiers. Especially now that I'm doing live streams of my Plan With Me's, which used to be something that they would more or less have had access to. But they wanted to share that with everyone, which is so sweet. But we're still working on figuring out some other benefits for them. Oh, hi! Soul Amber Plans. Oh, that's okay. Do you go by Amber? I'd love to know. It's okay. I will say this is almost over. I've pretty much gone through everything. So what you're looking at right now is the 3rd page of my themed sticker sets. So this is what the last page looks like. It's the part that is most different. All of the other ones are my functional stickers that don't change that much from month to month. So I can briefly show you this really quickly, but this is the 3rd color palette. So we have this other one, which is a lot warmer. This is our 2nd color palette. Very cozy feeling. And then we have a very like more traditional color palette as well. This one is for my Daisy Divas. Oops, and then that's last month. So this will be up as a replay if you would like to watch the beginning of the video. But I am curious to see what everyone's favorites are. And I'm wondering as well, feedback that I'm looking for is with these textures, let me know if you feel like the stickers lag more in your planner. I haven't noticed it particularly with my planner yet, but I also have, hi Nicole, thanks for joining in. I have a pretty big iPad with a lot of memory, so I am always open to feedback on that. I know it used to be a problem with my original sticker sets, but that was years ago, and I think I've really kind of figured out a process that seems to work. But if you're having issues with storage, that's definitely something that I would love to know about, just because, yeah, I mean, I want to make it work for everyone and not just on my gigantic iPad. So thank you, Nicole. This is what the sticker set looks like. We are wrapping up this video. Because it's not a plan with me, it's a lot shorter than my typical videos, but I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much for hopping on. It is very textured, so because I texturized, or I made these texture, oh my gosh, I can't speak. I made these as a texture drawing, and then I vectorized them, and I'm thinking that each of the stickers might take up just a little bit more memory. However, on the whole, the memory that these take up is significantly less now that I make my stickers in Affinity Designer, as opposed to when I used to make them in Procreate. They took up so much space. So I still think we're probably in the clear, but I just want to always have that door open. Like, please let me know if there's ever an issue and it's making your planner lag, because that's something that definitely needs to be addressed. So thank you for that feedback, Nicole. Always open to hear from others as well. But yeah, let me know if these textures affect how things load at all, just because I think the file sizes will be just a little bit bigger. But like I said, still smaller than what they were when I was making things in Procreate. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps everything up. Nicole, if you want to see there should be a live replay like immediately after this. So if you want to go back and see that once that video is processed, or checking it tomorrow, you can see everything. But yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave it. And yeah, you can stay tuned for my newsletter that's coming out very soon. And we'll try to do plan with me's sooner and get them all out within the first 2 weeks. So I'm gonna work on finding the right schedules. We can do probably 3 in the next week and a half to 2 weeks. I'm gonna try. We'll see. Oh, it's already Halloween for you, Nicole. Happy Halloween. It's almost Halloween for us. Very, very exciting. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. You guys are wonderful. I appreciate you so, so, so much. More than you know. I will see you guys next time. Hey May. I'm signing off right now, but thank you so much. You can check out the replay. Sorry I didn't get to chat with you. Yeah, you just missed it. This one was shorter. I will say that. This one is shorter than my normal Plan With Me's, because my Plan With Me videos take, 30 minutes to an hour just to do. And this one is there's a lot less to be discussed, so it's a lot shorter. So I would say the sticker release videos are usually probably closer to like 30 minutes. But I'm so glad you're here. So good to see you. Yes, okay. I'm gonna sign off now. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks again. Happy Halloween. Bye.